God damn it. Oh, I've been sick the past few days, sorry. Like, I'm pretty much like around for the first time properly since the meeting now. And apparently shit is going on. I just got a phone call from Misha that some shit is going on in Sandy. I don't know what, but we'll see. Yeah, let's see what... Oh god. Oh man. There you go. Okay, it's not bad. Alright, well, here we go. More drama. Let's see what's going on. Oh, God. I'll be done in a second.
Yeah, you are fine. We are going through a previous topic still.
Let me very quick write this down before I forget. Nope, not that. There we go. Hmm. 2902. Actually, the property tax is not that high. Here we go.
Baby, chase of the day.
Being chased.
Oh, they broke off me.
Come here, Bill.
You understand the damage control or not?
Well, I understand the damage control.
So
but, like,
there's no problem with meeting with Ziggy or meeting with Flop, but maybe not doing it at our beach would be the smartest choice, right? Smarter. But that doesn't matter, right? That I'm just presenting, and that's what I know about Ted's involvement in everything here, right?
okay.
So yesterday we were doing the Gang Olympics. We wrapped up with Gang Olympics, and Ted also, in the middle of Gang Olympics, tells me that Shank calls him about candies, and he didn't know what to tell him. So like, oh no, he just told me at first that Shank called him, and then after we wrapped it up, he said why. I asked him why Shank called him, and he said, okay, this, and this. Oh, I like, okay, all right. So I tell him like just to be careful because you know what happened with ADMC. Like, oh no, actually, I think at first I started telling him like that. So about
I have no
that it wasn't
context at
wise
all.
to call Flop. Or at first I started telling him about that. I'm sorry, it was fucking 3 a.m. for me. I was oh my god tired, and basically I was started saying, considering what's going on, right, with Shang, just to be careful and wary. Will, you probably don't know shit, right?
I have no idea what's
Okay,
going on.
that this civil war, so to say, kind of is happening within ADMC. Just to
Okay.
put it, like a lot of stuff. I don't want to do a whole rundown again, but
I'll do it with you later.
Alright.
the idea is that
Hey,
he
kitty.
didn't know
Hello.
at all, and I was so surprised, right? Because I was like, why didn't like meet with Flop somewhere else if he needed a gun or something? Isn't it suspicious that like a IDMC prospect needs a sewer pistol and calls another club? That's kind of suspicious, right?
They're just.
and then they turn
Oh.
up
I
with
mean,
no
it's
cuts
not
on.
really suspicious to me until like they arrive in no cuts. Like, I mean,
Like
I'm
how
They
it's not
l-
suspicious? They've got
they
their own
live-
armory. They live on top of sewers,
not, like
Frankie.
people fucking buy shit all the time.
No, not shit like that. Have you you saw somebody from another well-established criminal organization?
I mean, shit, we had
Buy a
clowns
sewer
rolled up
gun
on
from
us and asked us for a fucking
Clown. Clown.
I didn't
It's
see
not a
anything.
well-established criminal organization.
that lives on top of sewers with their own sewer entrance.
Also, on top of that, right?
It's literally easier for him to go buy it himself than come all the way to us.
Or he didn't spend enough time in the sewers. I don't know.
But
Overall,
he is
But the
member
idea
of
is, at that
club.
point, when he's a member of a
That
club, he
lives
can
on top of
ask his
sewers.
fucking brothers or sisters. But when he doesn't do that, then
yeah.
it's suspicious.
I
And you,
still,
at that
I still don't
point,
know why it's a problem that he would like if anybody asked us to buy a gun. Like that's kind of where I'm at. Like I
we
don't
are not
really-
selling guns. We're not sellers of guns. We're sellers of ammo.
He did kind of let Lostic a shotgun.
I don't see why we can't do both if it comes down to it. If somebody asks us,
Okay,
for a
It's
thing.
no,
un-
the
Misha,
issue
Misha,
isn't about.
Misha, can I-
I'm getting fucking annoyed about this.
Yeah,
whole
you are
fucking
getting
shit.
annoyed. Can I, please?
Yes.
Good, how are you? I'm fucking
Yeah, you
sick.
calm down.
I've been sick
Sorry,
for the
I'm
past,
not
like,
meaning
5
to tell you
days.
calm down because it's just unsensitive
Like, I'm
of
the
me,
first
but
day
let
back
me-
in the server right now, pretty much.
So he is
I
part
woke
of a
up, like,
club
Heads up, guys.
that lives on
30
top of
30 minutes
sewers
ago or
with
so.
their
So
own
far,
sewer
Strickland,
entrance.
Sandy.
He should have 10 people within shouting distance
No, thank you.
to be able to get what he wants if he can't do it himself. So, and people don't buy sewer guns from us. Like, it's once every blue moon. Like, nobody does that. Like, we haven't sold a single sewer gun to anybody for months. So, it's very much suspicious when somebody calls and asks, especially when it's a person who should have literally 10 people within shouting distance to do that for him.
Can someone
And on
explain?
top of, Mhm.
And
Can
it's
so-
not expensive.
Can someone explain, like, what is the problem going on? Like, is it bad that
Alright,
we
4
sold a
days
gun?
okay.
Or okay.
No,
Could it
no,
be,
no,
or-
no. It's not bad that we sold the gun. Okay, so that's not even the clue of the whole conversation and the shit about Ted, right?
Okay.
We're getting there. We're getting there,
Oh god.
right? It
Oh,
was
no.
hour and a half fucking argument with Ted at 3 a.m. for me, so bear with me.
Oh god. Okay.
So, 4 days ago, 5 people from ADMC robbed their own fucking club, literally wiped them,
what the fuck?
like house heisted the shit out of them, and dipped. Okay? Right? It was like with help from Perez from Hades.
Ooh.
It was Ivy, Sophie, Lovesick, Kelly, and
No,
Sean.
not Kelly. Fuck.
Those
Okay.
were people that we knew at that point as a club that were very much
Satch.
hated by rest of ADMC and being hunted for what they did,
Okay.
right? So, but it wasn't said that that's all of them, okay? And then you have day after, right? And all of that, you've got ADMC. Like visibly with conversation with Tali, and it was also mentioned to everybody, like when we were updating everybody as the information was getting, that hey guys, but it's maybe, you know, like be wary of ADMC. Like, you know, very, very, very serious shit is going there. So let's just distance ourselves as far as possible because they are very easily like on edge and can lash out and can see fucking, you know, snakes and people trying to take advantage of them everywhere. Especially that they've got an evidence that somebody from ex Hades member Perez helped those people rob
He's
them.
not.
right?
He's not Hades anymore.
Yeah, because Hades also broke over.
Oh my
Actually,
god! What
Perez.
happened in 5 days? What the fuck? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Yeah, right. So it's like it's a powder keg, and all top of all of this, there is like constant war for last 4 days between Manor and Besties, like full on,
Oh.
like the biggest war we've seen in months. Okay, so the city is a powder keg. Okay, and the whole everything was everybody was told, please, for the love of God, be careful with ADMC. You don't know what they are on right now, so let's just be, cautious, okay?
We don't know whose side who is on, who is part of which faction,
makes
is their
sense.
loyalties. We don't know anything.
Right? And in all of that, you've got Flop Dugong. At that point, the only information our club had about Flop, that he's prospect for ADMC,
Yeah.
calling a club member of like of an completely unrelated group that's far away from the city also for a sewer gun.
Okay.
Does that seem a little suspicious?
Sports car
To some
outside
degree,
door,
I guess,
heading
but
west
you know,
towards,
as long as like we didn't know about like what his current position and so on is, right?
Yeah.
Far west.
We are having super serious conversations, so we'll be off radio at the beach. Don't
Okay,
get into any chases because we probably won't be able to help you, okay?
No, I was saying there was someone acting suspicious outside the doghouse.
Wait, what?
It's a
Talk with
sports
Ava.
car.
Ava's inside.
Yeah, I'm here. It's okay. Should I be in this super serious conversation?
You can be, for sure. Should be. Actually, we could be talking
Okay.
in the doghouse.
You're coming to the doghouse, or?
Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh, we're running? Alright. Oh my god, what's going on, man? Everything was on fire. What did I miss in a few days? What the fuck, man?
Oh, fuck,
What the? Okay. Ow.
Because Tina apparently just pulled a AK on Ted. Didn't point it at him.
Okay.
Don't do anything just yet. Just wait for it.
Alright. Oh, great. God, what is going on, man? Oh, headache.
So what the fuck was
Why is
Ted
it-
shouting about? What
Oh,
enemy?
my-
What are we talking about?
We didn't even get to Ted part yet. I'm trying to update.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
okay.
filling me in on his side
Okay.
of what happened yesterday.
Not even what we didn't
We
even
are
got
updating
Ted. We
Will
are updating
about
Will
that
because he didn't
too.
know shit about shit, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
So the thing is that okay, right? In my opinion, it's better to be cautious and, for example, meet with. I have nothing against selling them a gun. It doesn't matter which side they are on, right?
Yeah.
But being cautious and maybe not meeting them up out in the open at our beach, where like only people that we respect are welcomed, right?
Nothing
That's
but
the
drama?
understanding.
Oh, great.
And you don't know if they're part of that faction or not. So maybe be wary because
That's
if,
understandable.
for example, if ADMC would be swinging by and would see that, they would seem, oh, this is suspicious, right? Just for the
Right.
safety of the club, because people could lash out over dumb shit, right? Especially
They
in a
have-
very agitated
yeah.
state.
They
They are
have
known for
they
doing
plus
that.
they are known for doing that, and secondly, we have been trying so hard to keep up with friends' relationship with ADMC, but at times it feels almost impossibility.
Especially that they knew that there was issues with them, that they had issue with us not telling them about us, knowing that their prospect told us that there was some dissent within their club, right? So it would be careful to not do that, right? But I had a conversation with some understood. It's all good. It's not a biggie. At the end of the day, like even if they arrived and you see them completely not wearing any cards and maybe say, hey guys, are you part of ADMC still? And they would be say, no, hey, so we're gonna get you your guns, but let's meet somewhere else because I don't know people thinking dumb shit, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
what did Sam do?
reasonable. No, so Sam and Ted just stayed with Ziggy and Flop for some time and we're just talking at our beach.
So I don't
They
think
sold
there's
them
a
a gun
problem
or
with like
something.
that them talking on the beach.
Yeah. I feel like wars could have started over less. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
Uh,
I'm
hmm.
personally still in that mode of it's very easy to say that they were having a conversation and we were doing business. We told them we didn't want to deal with anything, and that was that.
Yeah.
Frankie, you know
You are so
Edbert.
naive, Frankie, right now. I'm sorry, but
Frankie,
you're so naive.
you know
They were
Edbert
I know
Roburn.
Edbert. Yes.
Yes.
yes, and he was there whole time when we were talking. Like he was Edbert and
Good
Shank. When
morning.
No.
they were trying to rope us into saying
How's it
something
going?
that they could say is disrespectful and do something about because they were. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm
We're
sorry.
gonna
I
talk.
see.
Probably gonna be off radio for a moment.
Okay, sorry for interrupting.
No
Right?
problem.
We were doing ultimate damage control for last 3 days because
Oh my
we
God.
don't want their bullshit to spill all over to Sandy.
So
And that shit was okay. So the whole, but
Hmm.
the whole thing that Sam and Ted did wasn't a biggie. Like as I'm saying, lapse of judgment, explained, moved on, no issue at all.
okay.
Right?
I didn't
I
figure
just-
out
I-
that the shotgun thing, right?
No.
Okay, that's good. Because I will be
So-
bad.
So moving onward, right? Yesterday, and I didn't see Ted since like I talked with Sam, right?
Mhm.
But so yesterday we did
Um,
that the gangle, yeah.
Sorry, just one sec. Will, can you put out that cigarette while you're in here? I'm currently making bullets.
Oh, that's a good point.
Thank you.
Yeah, like 5. Actually, very good point. So yesterday we did the gangle.
No smoking in dark house.
we were doing gang Olympics, right? And halfway through, Ted woke up
Yeah, there we go.
and joined us like in that competition. It was pretty fun, right? Just some chill stuff with prospects because
Mhm.
it was just me and 3 prospects, and Ted joined as a 5th person. So we wrapped it up. And then I just wanted to talk with Ted and ask him, like, tell him, hey, that wasn't the best idea, but it's okay. Just for the future, please stay on some dumb shit. Let's just be careful. That was my idea of conversation with Ted.
Wait, what?
In the meantime, before we that I wanted to have after we're gonna wrap up the Gang Olympics.
Uh-huh.
In the meantime, when we're at the last part of it, Ted said that Shank called him about bullets. And Ted didn't know shit about bullets, so he basically kind of, delayed Shank.
Mhm.
And wanted to talk about that too with me. Okay. So we've wrapped it up. I take Ted to the side. Prospects are just chilling. And I asked him what Shank's about. And he said that, yeah, bullets. Oh, okay. I know that Sam is around, so I just told him, yeah. And he said that he doesn't know shit and anything about bullets. So I told him, easy. Just talk with Sam. Sam's around. I'm gonna be going to bed. You guys, take care of the order. Like, simple.
Mhm.
So, and after that, I wanted to brush up on the whole situation with Flop.
So, just for my understanding, sorry to interrupt. So, did we sell them a gun or not?
Yeah, I think they sold them a Deagle.
Okay.
They are completely unrelated to the Sean part of the whole ADMC thing. And explicitly, Ziggy told me yesterday that Flop bought the gun to shoot cops.
Ah, all right.
No issue
Unrelated,
there.
totally.
Okay.
Totally unrelated.
But-
So I'm
So
starting
the
to talk
problem,
with...
just sorry.
That's
So the problem is that
the whole
it was
thing,
done
that's
on the
not
beach.
a problem
or-
at all. That's
Okay.
not, yeah, that was the only problem with it, but it's not a big one. That's not
Okay.
even the
Yeah,
whole
heard it.
thing about this conversation.
Continue.
We are just starting. Just started.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh my
I start to explain to Ted why it wasn't the smartest idea, and then it dawns on me a thing that I just assumed obvious. That Ted knows everything about ADMC because he has been around for the last 3-4 days. Less, but he was around. And then it turns out that he doesn't know shit because nobody told him.
Okay.
Right. So I'm like curious about it because the information was flowing pretty well about that within the club, and everybody from a prospect to all the members of command that were around throughout last 4 days knew everything. Frankie knew.
Not everything, but Frankie knew.
Frankie, did Travis know?
I told him after the fact, but that was like way later, like a day later. But he didn't hear anything until I
But
brought
Travis knew. Travis knew.
Like
And
usually
somehow
Travis
Ted didn't.
knows. Yeah, usually Travis knows about a week later, just because
Right.
that fucking time difference.
So
Sorry, very, very quickly, where do you want me to put these candies for besties?
just
Yeah,
in the
you can.
bench.
Yeah, leave them. in
There's not enough space in all that.
Blue tarp.
Blue tarp. So somehow Ted doesn't know. And immediately he's agitated that he doesn't know. Nobody
Okay.
told him. He always asks, and he asks everybody multiple times what's going on, and nobody told him anything. And basically, he spirals out of that, yelling at me and all of that, where I'm just like fucking flabbergasted because last for fucking 3 or 4 days, I'm spending most of my time trying to make this make all sense and kind of, coherent our response to this whole situation.
Mhm.
And make sure that as many people, I wasn't around when Ted wasn't around
That's easy.
this week because Ted wasn't around much this week and he was late, right? And I've been dealing with a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
But I assume that people ask because like everybody from prospects to patches, when they wake up, they say, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah,
How you
I'm
guys
usually doing
doing?"
that too.
Right?
Yeah.
And everybody updates everybody. And I like the process works. Like do you guys think we have problems with information flow within the club?
Yes.
A little bit, but not like not.
Like it did happen before
yeah,
that if I wanted
yes.
to get updated, I only get like half of the information what actually happened. Like later on I find out what happened over the time I was not around or something. I don't know. Granted though, again, if there's like time in between, people forget about shit, so that's understandable. But
that's also probably the big thing about it is
Yeah.
the time in between.
So like
I'd say
There have been times where I've like asked, "Hey, has anything gone on the past day or two when I've not been awake?" People have said, "Nah, just same old stuff."
Yeah.
And then I find out something big happened, like someone got
pretty much.
prospected or patched, or something big happened, like a war started and then ended, or something. So yeah, communication is.
we haven't
an
been
issue.
at war since.
Well,
No,
not
like,
necessarily us, but
No,
yeah.
Some,
like
like, in the- in the city.
like the 1 day Cyprus thing. Like I didn't find out about that for
Ted,
until I asked
doghouse.
like 2 or 3
now.
people.
No, Ted, you're not coming here right now.
Wait outside.
Oh god.
Yeah, I
But-
think I
but-
updated you as soon as I met you.
The thing is, I
Yeah,
get
I'd
it.
asked a couple
Yes,
of people before, but I
I
saw
would
you there.
say the information flow can 100% get better, and I fully agree that was an issue. Please, Tina, that was an issue that Ted didn't get the information, right? Where the failure happened, it's hard to say. But somebody yelling to my face, it's my club failed me. You all failed me. I'm innocent.
Wait,
I'm
what?
just- like the guy is like literally saying it's all club's fault, everybody's fault, everybody failed me, and started berating like not prospects at
Dude.
them, but was like at me. That I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's not prospect like role to update patches about information. Like they do that sometimes, but like not really. It's not in their fucking like responsibilities as prospect. Like the guy went on a whole fucking like spiraled out of control, started yelling at me. I'm like, so the words that he was using that actually fucking pissed me off was that it's 100% the club's fault and everybody in the club that he didn't get the information. And it's a fact. I'm like, no, that's just your opinion, Ted. And he's like, no, it's a fact. I know that everybody failed me. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
Failed is like a way too strong word, I would say, for this.
And then he's saying that he's innocent. So I'm telling him, so stop victimizing yourself, dude. Stop behaving like a baby and talk like an adult. And he's like, no, I'm not victimizing myself.
Oh,
You're
God.
vilifying me. I'm like, what the fuck? This whole shit took like hour and a half. In the meantime, he berated everybody. He said that it's his pet peeve to the information flow. It's like the most important thing. That's the biggest fucking issue in the club. We are crumbling because of that. There are cracks in the like. He went. I'm
Oh,
also gonna be honest.
fuck.
I was livid after what he started doing, and it also was very fucking late for me. So I might not remember everything 100% correct.
Yeah.
So bear with me. I will be giving you slightly biased, but I'll try to stay as non-biased here as possible.
Uh-huh.
But I was reminding
Imagine
him
Ted being
that
outside listening
it's
in.
not definitely not my fucking fault that he didn't get the information, because the only thing I like the most of the things that I was doing last couple days was trying to everybody to get the updates.
I don't
It's
like
just
that
so
he's not
much,
here.
so many
Like, he
people,
should
and I
like
was
listen to
understanding that
this
people
and, you know,
update
like
themselves also.
reiterate, you know, what he said.
But
And not again like
and I was telling him,
if
hey,
people
dude, stop
are
yelling at me. I'm
present
not at fault, and I'm your
when
president.
they're
And
being
he's
talked
like,
about.
just not caring at all. He's just like,
It's the difference if it's about
like,
prospects, but like for this, Ted should probably be present.
so I decided to give him Rick's treatment
No, no.
because at one
Oh,
point
no.
he said, "Oh fuck this shit," and I started walking away. So I did Rick's treatment. I called him little pussy for walking away,
Okay.
little baby, cry baby, oh little baby Teddy. I did that. Right? Like, my idea is if people do that to me, then why the fuck I sometimes when I'm angry cannot do that to
Yeah,
somebody?
that's a
Like,
good-
I'm a
that's a
fucking
good
human
point.
being, and that shit fucking infuriating me, because instead of like, if he would just approach it, hey, I didn't get the information. I think there is some issues with information. Maybe we need to do something about that in constructive and positive manner. We definitely would have a very nice conversation about it, and I would probably agree. Maybe that the issue is somehow there, but the way he approached it, just basically saying shit about everybody, like, and then he kind of translated his anger at the club apparently or other club members
Okay.
onto me,
Oh, so-
because I'm the representation of the club. Like, so I need to take it in when he is angry at the club. So in his opinion, he has right to fucking berate me because in his opinion, the club failed him. And I'm trying to fucking course correct the idea that, hey, I'm not saying that he's at fault. I'm not saying that people are at I'm not saying, like, I'm just trying to give him examples from his past where it's his fucking life, so he should remember, experience it, where he did a fucky wacky with a broken telephone multiple times.
Cool.
Right? And nobody did this shit to him, like completely off the rocker, yelling at him. But the guy was saying that I'm deflecting the issue and victimizing him and berating him for his past. So just
yeah, the problem with this is like Ted has like already had like so much in the past we talked
what
about
else he said
with him.
Oh, he told
that
me
he probably takes it like rather
So,
close if there's some
he said
arguments
that
going
he's
on
being
about
singled
him.
out and targeted, that in his opinion high command is targeting him because we will never allow him to be an officer. When I told him that, so he was saying that he wants
Wait,
to be a
what?
secretary.
Okay. Mhm.
He's saying that he wanted to be a secretary to help with information flow, and he said yesterday that he thought he would be great at it. While I remember when he was being granted an envoy, he was saying out loud that he is doing it only because to offload work from Tina, and he knows that he is not best suited for it, but he'll try his best.
So,
right?
How long ago was it that Ted got the envoy position? Because
Hello.
At least 3 months.
Okay, because like if there's like some time in between,
Three. I have done. He did the first church notes. I did the ones after.
Yeah, but I don't have any mechanics available right now.
This
I
is
need to excuse you. Yeah. I need to
for
excuse me. I'm in a very important meeting, so I need to
fourth
hang up. I'm sorry.
church
Bye bye.
after he got envoy.
Okay. It's just
Yeah,
like my,
so-
my point is just like, again, like if there's like a lot of time in between, you know, like he had time to think on the
Yes, he had-
position of what
and-
he wants and so on. So, you know.
But he was like during that time while he was being envoy, he was literally doing a broken telephone game. Right? I'm not saying it was willingly. He just was, messing that up. But we are trying to help him. But it doesn't matter that because I'm not even talking about that one.
I don't remember.
Then he said, what else? That the club should be sorry to him that we betrayed his not betrayed his trust. I don't know what's the word. Like
Jesus.
we
Wait, what?
we failed him with providing him the very important information, and that's what like ultra annoys him and everything, right?
Okay, was it failed or betrayed? What is that?
Okay, hold
No,
on.
failed.
Okay,
I
okay,
would like
that's
to.
better than
I've been
betrayed.
taking a lot of this in real quick, and I just want
Uh-huh.
to say just my thoughts real quick.
Yeah.
So I don't. So ultimately, it is a club problem if the communication is wrong. What he is saying is not incorrect,
True.
but
I'm still
him-
waiting.
yes, go ahead, Tina. Like I'll cut off for you. Then that's fine.
Yeah, I raised my hand very long time ago, and since Will has spoken and
Oh, I'm
now
so
Frankie
sorry.
started talking, so I'm the only one polite in this room to wait for my turn.
Go ahead. My bad.
So I know exactly where the problems of communication in this club are. The problem of communication is this club is that the secretary is also a treasurer, and currently our quartermaster
Ah.
is not in town. So the secretary treasurer is also doing quartermaster duties. So I'm extremely
think that's-
sorry that somebody didn't get the information in time.
Mm,
But that's not even anomaly because, like as I said, sometimes
I don't think
Travis
it's
gets
on
information
Tina.
1 week late to time zone, so people not just being awake at the same time. It happens.
I don't
There
think.
was
But
no
yes,
room.
there's always
Mhm.
there's always room for improvement. And I would love us to have a dedicated secretary to actually push forward that improvement because current one does not have bandwidth for it.
But if anybody will tell me that Ted would be a good choice, I will fucking laugh in their face. I'm sorry, but he is just not
Oof.
a good choice for secretary position.
I don't know. Like
He proved it
he
time
has
and time
been-
again that he unwillingly is providing false or twisted or warped information about important shit. Actually,
Granted, though, yeah, Ted is a little bit two-faced.
mi-
Like
forgets
even
or
Will noticed
misremembers
that.
things.
That's not like great.
It's the
Like,
only one
he's
I
trying to
have to
appease
double
the
check
situation
everything
usually.
he says. Like he tells me something, and then I need to go to the source and get confirmation. And usually it's there's some part that was incorrect every fucking time.
Yeah. So try.
So I want to get to the worst part of the yesterday's conversation and today's. All right.
Okay.
Because yesterday, after he said that the whole club should be sorry, he comes to my face like this, right, and says, "You know what? You won't like what I'm gonna say to you, but Frankie,
Ooh.
Frankie would say sorry. Frankie would be
Oh,
good like that
God.
to say sorry."
What the fuck?
I'm sorry,
Ooh.
but what the fuck? Like, either he did it on purpose, right? And that's even worse, to try and rile me up and do something,
Yeah.
like anger me. Right? So, and also in all of that, so he was saying that in his past, regarding him being singled out and targeted, he was being treated the harshest out of all of the club. I reminded him at that point that he wasn't treated harshly at all. He got it light, and his little trip up fucking Mount Chiliad, like, did we had some voices about what other people wanted to do with him in the club at that time?
So I do think though, like, since that time he improved a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying that people wanted him
Again,
fucking shot there. All right, at that time, there were voices in the club that wanted him gone, but it wasn't me that was targeting him. I literally was saying, let's give him a chance.
Bro, Will was
and convincing
like
people
about
like
to fucking
Will
shoot him.
or Caden that maybe that's not the best idea.
Yeah, that was really close. Yeah.
And I mentioned to him that people, like, if some people would push harder and there would be more voices like that, we probably wouldn't be speaking and he wouldn't be wearing black and red. And he kind of shut up at that point.
Hmm.
And
It's
another
because
thing,
of
he was
that it's because of Misha that I even talked to Ted past few weeks. Ever since he blew up over the bank truck incident, I went to Misha and said, like,
Oh,
I'm done
God,
with this
no!
dude. I just don't want to be on jobs with him. I don't want to
Ava
talk
is
to him. This is bullshit.
spiraling too.
And he convinced me to give him another chance. Misha has been shielding Ted.
Hmm. No, I agree with that.
So let me continue. So then he also said, like, he went on the another tangent that he usually goes on when he's venting to me about shit. He said again that we are babying prospects too much, and are we even 1%
That's true.
MC?
That's true. Granted, though, I do agree that we are babying prospects too much. No offense.
I also
you
agree with
know.
that.
Sorry.
I also agree with that.
Okay, you know
Sorry?
what? Gonna tell you guys, if we wouldn't one of the biggest things in ADM's and the ADMC split was because they were treating their fucking prospects like dog shit.
I'm not saying we're
Oh, I don't
just about to
think-
treat them
no.
like dog shit, but
This
I
is
don't
a
know.
different conversation. Let's just
Yeah.
This is a
keep
different
on the same
conversation.
conversation.
The main
Sorry.
issue, I'm just gonna say, main issue, guys. Remember, you guys went through the same fucking treatment like them, and now saying that they shouldn't be treated as nicely as you were treated sounds a little hypocritical, right? It's like fucking boomers.
I
having...
have my opinions, but we will bring it up.
Different
in a
conversation,
conversation.
yeah.
This is a.
All right,
This is
but
not the
he's saying
conversation
that,
for
and
it.
you know what? I told him one thing. Like, he should be fucking considering himself 100% lucky that we are in Chaos Legion, and President in Chaos Legion is basically here to sometimes take shit like he's doing right now. Because if he would be doing it any other 1% MC than us, I don't think the conversation yesterday would be going the way that it was going.
That's
Because
true.
I cannot fucking imagine in any other
Like, highly
club
likely.
president letting people walk over him that much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
Probably not.
And I told him if he wants full, like if he's feeling that we're too nice and everything, like I can be harsh at the minute's notice, but he won't like it. So that kind of shut him up. But don't worry. What else did he say? He said something like people being pussies, not being able, not saying anything out loud, like in our club. And that he needs to start bashing heads of people, like not only prospects, like in general, people in the club.
So
I saw he chose to start with me. Now it makes sense.
Okay, and
Wait, what?
please,
Huh?
Tina, and so he approached me today, right? Straight up the moment I woke up, and he told me that he's sorry that he yelled at me because I'm a president, he shouldn't be doing that.
Oh.
But then I told him, I could give rat's ass about him being sorry to me for yelling at me. I would actually appreciate if he would say sorry for, saying that the club, I'm sorry, I lost the word. Failed him, yeah, because that was not the case. And he's like, no, that was 100% the case. I'm innocent. I told him, bring it all up in the church, 100%, and 100%
Oh my
say
God.
things that you were saying about other people in the club to them in their face instead of me.
So,
and then Tina walked over today, and then what happened?
Because Ted said earlier to me that he wanted to speak with me, but I was not available immediately because I was having a different conversation. So Misha woke up, and then Ted immediately piped up like he wants to talk to Misha. So I assumed that it's something he wants to talk to High Command about, and he doesn't care who. So I finished what I was doing, and I walked over to Ted and Misha, and I didn't catch the entire conversation they were having because I walked in middle of them and kind of listened in and tried to catch up without interrupting because I was the one that was late. And then he starts going off about the information in the club and how it's club's fault. And at that point, I interrupt and ask, like, whose responsibility is it to make sure that the information flows in the club? He said secretaries.
Ooh.
And I say, like, yeah, exactly.
Not even secretary.
But then he
I would say,
says
like,
that
it
the
should be, like, every
secretary, yeah,
member,
but the
so-
secretary is property of the club. And I'm sorry that at that point I saw red. I pulled a gun on him and said, "Excuse you." Like, yeah, you belong to the club. And I asked, like, again, are you calling me a slave? No, that's not what I meant. So I put my gun away. But so what did you mean? Like, do you know what this says at the back of the old lady's cut then?
Oh, God.
And that's not what I meant. Okay, I'm going to bed.
Granted, though, at the old lady's cut,
that's
it
about
says
as
property
far
for
as
some
I'm pretty
reason.
fucking sure he did it, okay? Because, like, he originates from USA and that word carries weight more, like...
Okay, I don't think, like, he, it was going that far as
No,
saying,
but no.
that
It's
meaning.
just like I'm kind of slowly being done with excuses that he didn't mean it. Oh, he has anger issues.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but like I'm being
People
fucking
misspeak,
so
though.
treated by him so many times like dog shit. And I need to take it in because I'm the president. I need to magnanimous. And he literally told me yesterday that it's my purpose, if he has issues with the club, to fucking tank it.
That
so,
should be like the chaplain's
can
thing
I
more, but-
finish?
sorry.
Can I finish, please? I wasn't finished. I'm sorry. I had a pause. I was
Yeah.
trying to find the right words. And people jumped in. It's not your fault. It's just my fault. But so at
Oh my
worst,
God.
he thought I was a slave of the club. And at
Huh?
best,
What the fuck?
using word property has special meaning in our culture because that's the word that's at the back of old lady's cut.
Bro.
So either he called me a slave or compared to me to an old lady. And I'm sorry, but like neither of them sits right with me.
He started explaining it, that the flashes, the ranks belong to the club, not to us. And, there's basically the only thing we do is serve the club and kind of trying to twist that shit around. But it's just like, we're people. Like, yes, like president is part of Chaos Legion, but it's also me. Or similarly, treasurer is part of Chaos Legion, but it's also Tina or sergeant, right? Like, the flash is that person's as the same as that. It belongs to the club in a way, right?
So
like the role belongs to the club, but at that point, that person is sergeant, right? You cannot call him fucking property of the club.
yeah.
Anyway, I want to add one more thing. So I just remember because sorry, it was as I'm saying, it was like 3 a.m. yesterday, hour and a half of fucking Ted yelling at my ass.
I have to write down questions because I forget about them if he doesn't say it. If he just continues, man. God damn it. I'm forgetting questions.
Oh my fucking god, I forgot right now. Maybe I'll remember.
Yeah. Okay, so the first question, did the word, again, what you said, like slave, come out of his mouth?
No, it's my interpretation. Because every fucking time we promote an old lady, I pull that person aside and tell them, like, hey, it says property at the back of the cut, but it
Still
doesn't
not
mean
great
that
that
you are a
it's-
slave.
that
It
it's,
means
like,
you're
on the cut
protected
like
by
that.
the club. But it's just part of the vocabulary that was used back in 80s and 90s, and we honor that. But also, that's word I use when Misha tells me what to do when he oversteps. And I tell him, like, if I start taking your opinion over my own, that's the day I start wearing old lady's cut for you. Because at that point, I am just a property. I am not a property.
Yep. No, I agree again. Like, I don't know why he said that. It's way off line. I will talk to him and like he will get some punishment for that.
I'm sorry. I'm just like talk to him.
Yeah. What I will say though, I'm not trying to try to figure out the reasoning why he said it. It's just like what comes to mind right now is, you know, way back when we did the whole like Bill Mays thing, when, you know, we're getting the old lady cut and so on. I think it was like talked all the like so much about, you know, it's property of the club, it belongs to the club. I don't know if we like mixed that into it somehow as well. I don't know.
Why?
Don't
why
ask
the
me.
fuck
I'm trying
is,
to.
No. Like, that shit is mixed when talking about the responsibilities of a fucking flash,
Yeah.
right? Of your role. Like, it's
Um.
just, I'm sorry, but like this whole fucking shit,
No.
I'm gonna be honest, is like issues with Ted are popping up every like what 2 weeks approximately, and it's always
No,
fucking
not
on maybe
not that
less
Really?
often.
these days,
Yeah, I don't
right?
think
Maybe
so.
less these days.
So
But
Back in the day,
can I
maybe.
explain the cycle? The cycle here is that Ted fucks up, we forgive him, then Ted did us good. We think we need to start thinking about reward for Ted doing good. Ted knows that he's doing good because everybody's praising him. Ted fucks up again, so that sets him back, and then Ted does good again. We start talking about doing something nice for him because Ted is being good. Then Ted fucks up again, and that has happened now like 5 times since December. And I'm starting to be fucking fed of it, like literally.
right, so Ted Tailgunner, all right?
What?
That who fucking instilled the idea in him? Like, I know he talked with you, Ava, but I've besides you guys talking, me and Tina reached out to him and proposed. Like, I knew he wants to be an officer, right? And
Mhm.
like, objectively speaking, like, secretary role isn't for him. So the idea was to propose to him a tailgunner position, especially with considering like you guys work together well, Ava, right?
Mhm.
So I proposed it to him. I reached out and had conversation with Vicky specifically for him to try and work towards being a tailgunner. So if anybody will tell me I'm not trying as much as I can to give him chances, it's gonna be just like, I'm sorry, but
I got it. Again,
And
like.
it's like, again, like Misha is the one that has been convincing me that they still like, just give that another chance. Just give that another chance. When I was fucking fed up months ago.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not me making also comments
Like
with
he was
him
pushing really hard to give him
about
a
Ted
chance.
that next slip up is gonna be terminal.
Oh, wait,
It's
where?
not me, okay? I'm
Who said
usually
that?
trying to, well, you know,
Okay.
you did like
Oh,
5 months ago.
well, yeah.
right?
Again, that was like again, that was a different situation. Like at that time.
Yeah, but it's just like chance and chance and chance again, and chance and chance and chance again. He fucking takes my face and fucking face plants me in mud and drags me around.
Yeah,
And
it's
think
not
it's
good.
okay. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
And
How
then
many
Misha does a
times?
fucking PR tour for him to make everything good again.
I
Like,
would talk to him as soon as I can. For next storm. Trying to figure it out. Like he will get some sort of punishment at least. Because again, like he spoke way out of line.
are you
And
right, Ava?
yeah.
Mhm.
You're not.
Oh God.
Just, I'll be fine.
Let's talk about that as well next time if
Okay,
you want to. But
is there anything else that needs to be talked about real quick? Or
No, I
we...
want you to tell me right now, Frankie, what the fuck he said to you.
oh, ooh, oh,
He told me basically the same thing that you said there, but in his view, it's all hearsay at this point because he says like, yeah, there is the communication issue that's going on with the club, and he thinks that it's a club issue, which he is not wrong.
that's true.
He says that you said that he mentioned that you're supposed to be the face of the club and you're supposed to fix it. That is essentially what a president is supposed to do. He is not wrong. So yelling at you about that is not the correct way of doing it.
True.
I agree with you on that. There is a lot of stuff that you had mentioned that you're angry and upset about that he was also angry and upset about, and you guys seem to have gotten into a major argument about it that is honestly a lot worse or a lot better than you guys think. Like you guys have
Huh?
both
No,
blown it out of proportion.
Uh,
I think you completely misunderstand Frankie.
That's fine. That's your opinion, man. Like I can't
No,
tell you how
no,
to
let
think
me
on
tell you,
things.
because if you think it's much better,
Oh.
no,
oh.
it's much worse. Because I stopped giving him any chances. I don't give a fuck. I'm done.
Oh my god, he doesn't give a
I'm
fuck.
actually fucking done.
I'm supposed
The
to
guy is
shout
making
now.
my fucking
I'm sorry.
days
I'm
miserable
joking.
every time he's doing shit like that. And I'm giving. Do you think I stayed until 3 a.m. just to berate him or make him fucking miserable? No. I stayed because I care, but he still decided to fucking just do all of that.
Yeah, like he went like way the wrong approach
And tried
about
to
it.
rile me up with, like sly comments about, oh, Frankie would be better.
Yeah, that's also not
Yeah,
good.
he probably would be happy if I would punch him there or something, because then he would be like, oh, look, I poked the wolf so many times, and finally he got
like,
aggressive.
that's also not good that he did that.
I'm not.
I'm
even
sorry,
disagreeing with
but
that
like
point.
he has burned all the bridges with me with that one comment. Like that was the straw that broke
Okay,
camel's back.
I'm still
I'm sorry.
think-
I will not have anything to do with him ever again.
Okay,
He will not get a single thing from me anymore.
Oh god.
Not a single break. Not a single piece of information. Nothing. Nada.
So about the property comment, I will talk to him and again like try to figure out what exactly was his like reasoning for it or like view on it, why he said it. Again, it's not okay that it's certainly not okay that he did say
You
that.
talk about it yourself. I have made my mind.
I would expect a little more, like
I already said it's
your brother calls your sister a property.
No, I'm
and you
saying
just,
it. No, I'm
I
saying
wanna
it's not
talk with
okay.
him.
Like, Simba's about to fucking start shouting now. I can do that.
I don't know, like you are angry and upset when I don't know, when
I'm
prospects
trying.
don't work correctly, but when shit like this happens, you guys are like, oh, you had your conversation, you're just like symmetrism, right?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to
But,
not
like,
shout as much anymore because
What
I got.
is this?
Okay.
This is a moment where you should be shouting, where you should be fucking angry.
Oh, I will shout at him. Don't worry about that. Like I don't know if it was like right now the perfect timing to start shouting with like with you present and all of you present. Sorry if I did the wrong timing with that, because like, again, like I'm trying to
Alright, we're
work
going in
on
circles.
that
Can you
too.
guys
But
take this outside at the very least.
yeah.
Thank you. Please.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, what?
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it was fucked up that he said that. I'm fucking furious. Okay, like, I'm just trying to again because I know that I damaged the club with my anger as well. I'm trying to fix that and work on that. Will you be around next storm, Ted? Yeah. Alright, I wanted to have a talk then. Like, I'm not trying to find an excuse or something for him.
One second.
Oh my god. Ah! So much drama. again, the unfortunate part is like I was not present for the conversation, so I don't know the context and what exactly like how he said it and so on. Then I want to like condemn him like immediately. I want to see his version first. Even though again like it does look pretty bad for him.
All right, we'll get an order for besties, but I don't think we'll be able to deliver it now. Put it here in the trunk anyway. Well, I get it. I understand.
Don't get me wrong. Again, like it was way out of line for him, and I'm fucking pissed, and I will fucking.
No,
I can't most likely shout at him. But...
Well, I think you are misunderstanding the situation. How often you see Tina angry at somebody besides me in that way?
No,
she's not angry. She is.
Yeah, I know.
I think the discussion shouldn't be. Yeah, I think the discussion right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, should be a little bit different.
Okay. Also? Because like you just said like again like why am I not fucking shouting, being angry, like furious like with everyone present, and again like my reasoning for that is because I know that I did damage to the club because of that, and I'm trying to fix that and work on that. But no, I get your reasoning, and yes, like I probably should have reacted a little bit harder in that moment. I'm sorry. I'm also fucking sick still.
I don't think you understand. Like, I think that this is a moment where we're asking ourselves question: should Ted still be part of this club? Because there are some things that you shouldn't be saying, and calling somebody a property is, I think, a little bit fucking overboard. And if Tina would maybe be gracious about it, that would be different. But Tina isn't. Tina is over.
True.
Him.
Understandable.
Completely.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest. Yesterday pissed me off so much because the only thing I wanted from him in that conversation was to just not fully say that it's everybody else's fault but Ted. To say I agree there is an information flow issue. Yes, it was presented, more people are mentioning it. Yeah, we can work on it, 100%. There's no doubt about that. There can be constructive conversation about it, and we can figure something out.
No, I think
but
like,
the way he did it, the way he just dogpiled on the whole club, it's just, I don't know. It just felt so wrong in that situation. And I know that I said my pieces here and there because at some point I said, why? Why I shouldn't be angry?
Me or Ted?
No, me.
Oh.
There.
No, you should.
Why
it's fine for you to be angry. Like if he would, again, I was not present for the conversation, unfortunately, so I only know one side. That's why I want to have a talk with him. And I'm not saying again, like you said, you're trying to give everything to us like unbiased as possible, and I just want to hear like his word. Like from what I heard, it's like pretty bad what he said.
I'm sorry, it's not unbiased, 100%.
Yeah.
But you're saying that we should be hard, like you guys are saying that we should be tougher and rougher with prospects. Yep. You might be right, actually. You might be fucking right.
True.
I'm thinking right now you might be right because actually as baby prospects yields results like Ted if they are not baseline, fucking...
Yep. Yeah.
Prepared, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
And maybe if you would be rougher with Ted when he was prospect instead of literally...
we did give him like a lot of chances.
Yeah, but like we were giving him a lot of like chances, and we're also like very forgivable for everything he was doing, and very
That
light
as
with
well.
any punishments, right?
Yeah.
And instead, if like being super harsh with him at that point, or maybe not super, but just harsh with him, and seeing him fucking losing his marbles, right? Maybe you would give us like a second take. Hey, maybe this guy has too much of an anger issues, even compared to William Hunter, the sergeant. Because you at least fucking understand. Like, no, he understands that he has anger issues, but he just doesn't do anything about it.
Hmm.
But also, as we, should be harsher with prospects, probably, you know what? Actually, that might be true. As I'm saying, I'll need to think about it. I'll need to talk about it. Okay, I'm just like, it's
Yeah,
not
no,
that
it's
I'm,
okay. It's okay.
saying that's my like,
Yeah.
opinion right now. But this gives me actually a second take, so to say.
Like I
We should
understand.
respect fucking chain of command.
No,
And
no, I agree. I highly agree with
Frankie
that.
saying that, oh, you guys had you went at each other. Like, should member go at the president like that? Should he?
No. Like overall, again, like if he has a problem like that, he should go to the chaplain. Granted, though, Chip is unfortunately not around as much, unfortunately. As for sure, you can have like an open conversation with the president, for example. You should still be respectful, and I might sound hypocritical because I was fucking shouting at you as well during that meeting. I did apologize for
Yeah,
though.
that meeting was very heated, and like.
Yeah, let's go not go
But
into that right now. But
yeah,
overall, I think like he did the way wrong approach on it, and like his points that again like the club has a communication issue, that is valid because I agree with that. Granted though, it's not only on, for example, the secretary or Tina to deal with that, or on you. It's like
Yes.
everyone should like work on providing information and so on. And
that's
like
100%.
him saying that the club failed him is going too far as well, because like no one failed him. Again, there are circumstances like people are maybe forgetting about stuff, or maybe are like in a bad mood at that time. I don't know, like when he's speaking to them. It's more so that he should, again, like failed is the wrong word. Like I would say yes.
Like,
he might have felt like let
I was
down.
presenting, like, I was asking him, hey, did you ask? And he's like, yeah, I asked everybody multiple times. So we said, oh, where's some of the prospects that are here? There, were you asking them? Yes, I asked them. Do you ask some? Yeah, I asked some. So I call some. Some doesn't remember that Ted asking him. I ask all the prospects. Prospect don't remember. So, like, who should I believe, right?
Yeah.
Ultra agitated Ted, who's trying to peddle his side of the story, or prospects who don't even know why I'm asking them, right?
Yeah.
Or Sam, right? Who doesn't also know why I'm asking him. So the main issue here is that, while you are shouting at me, okay, the only fuck ups that you are doing besides like that shootout at Cyprus, you're just kind of where I hope it's gonna be past tense, failing in your duties as sergeant, right?
Yeah. I would try my best to again deliver.
But I'm just trying to put a perspective, a difference here, right? You see, you are understanding that I'm just trying to bring you as an example to make a comparison. When I was trying to do it with him, he was getting fucking upsetty spaghetti that I'm bringing stuff from his bag, and I'm trying to berate him again. That's what he was saying.
The thing I like, at least my view on it, the problem with it is, again, because of so much stuff has happened with him in the past, and again that we were like,
that's
berating
say,
is
right?
the wrong word, but we were like, again, like having arguments, and like so many arguments with him and about him, and that again, like he holds it like really close to him, as soon as there's something going on against him. And again, like I wouldn't say like you two are similar. Like, you're not similar in that regard, but again, like you have this similar take on, you're taking things really close and personal as well, really fast.
Yeah, I fully agree. I understand. Like, I'm trying to work on that. I understand that's not ideal, and yeah, but it's just I wanted to Dude,
I don't know why
dude,
this whole
I-
thing is like escalating like this. Like again, like that's on him. I don't know why he's escalating it like that. I will have my talk with him, and again, there will be some kind of punishment at least. Understandable for
Will,
Tina for
okay,
that. She's
I'm gonna
be.
spell it to you. I'm gonna spell it out to you because I don't
What
think
do you
you are
want? Do you have...
comprehending.
No, I know you want to see or ask, if Ted should be part of the club still. That is your point.
Mike, this is a question I'm asking myself right now after what he did today. Yesterday, it wasn't a question. I would say, yeah, like, I'm fucking done with the guy, but let's give him another chance, probably. But what he said today?
Yeah. Again, I have no idea why he said that. It's so fucking annoying that I was not present for it.
And I don't give a fuck if he, if he didn't mean it or not.
Yeah.
It's not an explanation. He said the words.
Again, like I'm fucking annoyed that he said that because like property is like way out of line. Like what the fuck, man? So we'll figure that out. Like as for like if he should stay in the club.
Like the issue is, it's not if him saying that deserves that punishment or not, but how the fuck let's assume it's like kind of touching that it deserves such punishment, but or maybe like the word itself doesn't deserve that kind of punishment, right? It should put somebody on the last legs and like ultimate warning, any other slip up and you're out. But Ted is on his like 4th fucking warning. He's done wild shit in the past.
Cool.
Much worse than this. There were already talks about actually fucking, making him meet the raider. And on top of that right now, right? He did this shit. And you need to understand that, like, for example, Tina doesn't want to do anything with him. So how the fuck we are supposed to function as a club when there are 2 members that just, one rightfully so probably hates the other one right now.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna be honest, as we are open communication club with a lot of stuff, especially shit like that, I'm pretty fucking sure everybody in the club will know that he said that shit, right? So the question is what others will think about it.
Yeah. Well, it's like the plan to bring this shit up at church, or...
I don't know, because the thing is, Will, that I'm gonna be honest, I kind of sometimes want to chill a little bit. Like chill,
No,
I mean,
get it.
I don't know. Maybe just do something what we are usually should be doing, like hit a bank truck, get into a shootout there, just normal adrenaline-inducing wild shit that we should be doing. And instead of that, last 3 weeks are fucking just drama, and people just cannot stop for a second and just fucking chill out and enjoy themselves.
I like the drama
because.
Well, the drama I caused. I don't know
Apparently,
the drama.
Cat has an idea.
What's
I'm
other
just
drama that's going on?
I asked him if we should fucking just come to him, bow down and apologize. He's like, yes, that was just like I know he was probably. I don't fucking know. Like that, it's our duty to keep him informed.
Okay, not really.
Like, not really. Like it's your dude. Yes. We are trying our best. We have over 20 people in the club and keeping everybody informed. But like at that point, with that size of a club, it's sometimes hard to make sure that we are relaying our information to everybody and like making this.
So I can get that he might be getting frustrated that he, like, is he like trying for the Tagana position or what was this?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm vetoing that. He is not fit to be an officer for this club. I'm fucking vetoing that. I know I don't have veto rights, but I just don't accept him as a tail gunner in a club I'm president of. I'm sorry, but just no. Like that's not happening with what he did right now.
Yeah.
And trust me, I'ma start conversation with Riggs.
I'm just glad that Tina didn't shoot him because that would have been way worse. Because
Yes,
her putting out the
I'm
gun
also
in that
glad.
moment was not good.
I
Like,
don't
it's
blame her.
understandable, kind of, but again, like, if she would
Like,
have
up
pointed
to
at
that,
him, that's
she's a
not
woman,
understandable.
okay?
Yes,
A man is
but
calling a
no,
woman a fucking
again,
property.
yeah.
It's just on
No,
top of that.
no,
It's
I
just
agree.
like so bad,
That's
so
fucked up,
fucking,
yeah.
so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And trust me,
That's
the
true.
first thing Riggs will hear from me today is that Ted, like, it doesn't matter the
God,
context.
this
I'm gonna
whole
tell him the
fucking
context
situation
is
is
maybe
weird,
a little bit
man.
like, you know,
Oh, God, what's going
forgiving,
on?
just a tiny itty bit, but he called in all seriousness Tina a property of the club. I'm gonna tell it to him. And trust me, like, I didn't want to tell that like there that Riggs is the main person that is saying that he is literally at his final straw, and next Ted fuck up is terminal fuck up.
Yeah, I would.
Because Riggs is over him.
Okay. No.
Like,
with that, again, this whole fucking property shit, that's like way over. Like, that's fucked up. Like, I don't know. Condone this shit at all, and yes, he is kind of on his last legs. I agree with that. I don't know how we want to approach of seeing if he fucks up again or yeah.
I mean, to be honest, after what he pulled off like today too, now that I'm like kind of realizing, I just don't want to like have anything to deal with him. Like at this point, I'm just like,
yeah.
He, as I said there in the doghouse, he's making my fucking, like, every now and again, he's making my life here miserable, like straight up miserable.
Oof.
It's just not something I want to deal with because the guy is just completely, fully unapologetic. He just thinks that he's never in the wrong. And when I'm trying even to say anything about, like, trying to provide some constructive criticism about him, or even say that, hey, guy, maybe slow down with accusing everybody around you. Just wait a little because you don't know everything. And he's like, no, I know it's everybody's fault. And I'm just like, okay. And then he says that I'm triggering him when I'm fucking criticizing him. So, like, I'm sorry, but, like, I don't know if I want to deal with this type of hypocrisy. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Especially that, I know that the club's like days forward will be tumultuous. We've got Sergeant at Arms that I very much hope and want to support in him trying to get his legs back, right?
Yeah.
And I very much would prefer to focus on helping you than dealing with Ted bullshit again. Who definitely, was also, as you could see, feeding Frankie his thing. Frankie was saying, "Oh no, it's Misha again. He's being bad president again."
Granted,
and
though,
being
Frankie did say that again, like what Ted did was fucked up. So, what kind of?
Yeah, he did that, but at the same time, he was trying. Oh, you guys had your, argument, discussion. Like, I don't like symmetrism to that degree. Like,
Yeah.
I understand trying to be unbiased, but
Yeah.
it's just the amount of bullshit
Yeah, I know.
flying my way is just sometimes too much.
I know. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Will, but the main issue is like.
Oh, great first day to be back.
Also, like, I'm trying to figure this shit out, right? Because. Like, in theory, mayhem votes should be unanimous.
Yeah.
Right? But
what the fuck is that? Why are there like lines in the sky? Huh?
How the fuck can we do it, like, physically, right?
Yeah.
If there are, like, I would say probably urgent situations like today. Because I don't think we will wait until
So the
Thursday to
problem
make that decision.
So again, the mayhem vote, for example, is not gonna be like at the moment right now. I don't think there will be like a full 100% vote on from everyone. Like no one will like vote yes because like
that doesn't change the fact that
it's more so
there's
like
more UFO in the sky.
No, I see like a bunch of shit in the sky as well. I don't know. I don't know, man. I have sand in my eyes. But debating,
agree,
maybe
right?
like again, the people have to know or understand, what has been going on, because again, like right now, it's only like the people probably who are like just in the doghouse who know about this shit, and Riggs maybe. And like if, for example, there's a mayhem vote, then there should be like a reasoning around it that people should know about it. But
yeah, but for example, let's imagine Vicky or Dallas, or Sky, how the fuck they could be making an educated
yeah,
vote about that, right? I'm just like,
no, I don't know. I'm not using any shaders. I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I love that we are a very democratic club about everything, but you see that sometimes there are hurdles that are hard to
Yeah.
figure out how to work around.
Well, again, I guess there's like still the. It depends on, you know, if they will vote no in those moments, but I think that, you know, that's how we have done. Like, if no one is voting, you know, it will be the kind of a yes vote or something. If they're just ignoring the vote, I don't know. I don't know. It's just.
No, man. Like, I'm just,
Yeah.
like, there's
This
a
whole
lot of
situation is
stuff I
kind
can
of
like.
really annoying to
There's a
deal
lot
with.
of fucking stuff that I can, take on.
Oh. Okay. I will be taking a quick break and eating some food. I will be back in like 30 minutes to an hour. Great. Sorry. Storm, yeah, Storm. Just taking a quick break. I'll be back later in the stream. God damn it, man. What is going on?